but on a subservient view, and I've heard our brother Lane say this a couple times, but if the function of the commands of the Mosaic covenant were, were to evoke Christless, graceless, bootstrapped obedience for an extended tenure in the land, then how in the world did the nation of Israel survive 1 millisecond in the land
Right.
after entering?
Or even get to the land.
Or even get to the land, because a true covenant of works that's not even oriented to eternal life, but just any blessing whatsoever, is automatically violated the moment it begins for any mere human who lives after the fall.
Would you agree with his description of our understanding of the role of works in relation to the old covenant? Do we believe that it was conditioned upon the same conditions as the Adamic covenant, the perfect, perpetual, personal, entire, and exact obedience to the law of God?
Can I say something? I'm going to set this up for Sam because I know he's done a lot of study here. Maybe it would be good if Sam could help articulate for us. And this is directly connected to what Brandon just said, the nature of a typological covenant of works, the relationship it does and does not have with the Adamic covenant of works, and what that might be called and where it comes from. The Baptists toward the end of the 17th century didn't invent it. So maybe Sam can help us with that. I think that'll help stir up my brain.
So, Dr. Barcelos is bringing up a good point that we understand the Old Covenant, though it is based on obedience, or the enjoyment of blessings is based on obedience. Nevertheless, it is not the original covenant of works from Eden, revived and copy pasted into Canaan. It has different promises, it has different precepts, and it has different penalties, and indeed different parties. So it is republishing in the sense of, in many ways, imitating. It is republishing in the sense of making the curse of the original covenant of works known again in certain ways. But it is not the original Adamic covenant of works, and it does not function like the original Adamic covenant of works. It demands an obedience that can be rendered by even one who is not regenerate, and it also we'll come back to this, but it also provides a means of reconciliation within itself.
The question is, well, even when they did break it, why did they get to stay in the land for so long? And I would just refer back to the covenant of circumcision. It God promised that He made several promises to Abraham, and until those promises were fulfilled, God was long suffering towards Israel. So it was a grace that undergirded and withheld the old covenant curses until those promises were fulfilled. So once Israel fully inhabits the land, and it says Israel was as numerous as the stars of heaven at the dedication of the temple, Solomon mentioned those things, and immediately after that, the kingdom is split in two, and 10 tribes are cast off and cursed and never heard from again. And then Judah doesn't experience the full brunt of old covenant curses until after the final Abrahamic promise that the birth of Christ is fulfilled. So when Moses intercedes for Israel and appeals to the promise that God made to Abraham, that is what withheld the old covenant curses from being poured out.